the majority of diets, I mean, the ones you can look at all different kinds, but you can look at calories in versus calories out. You can look at your number of carbs versus your number of fats. You can look at like your carb intake versus your fat intake. You can look at your meat intake or your veggie intake. We try and break down every one of the diets. The commonality there is that giving up anything, a complete food group, is not sustainable long term. And we're also looking at, we can make carbs the enemy, fat the enemy, whatever it is. Statistically, those two are the exact same thing as well.
Yeah, so when we talk about like which diet is the best, because everybody's always looking for the answers. We are always all together looking for the answers on how do I eat to maintain the healthiest body that I possibly can. And it's always argued, low fat, low carb, but what, like Kelsea said, when you put those two diets up against each other in a blind test, the results are the same.
The results are the same. You can lose weight cutting carbs, you can lose weight cutting fat.
But 95% of those people are going to gain that weight back. Mm-hmm. So that's where I don't think it's so important on like which is the thing we need to cut out.
Yeah.
What we need to look at is why are people not being able to sustain their weight loss?
Yeah, and stop the arguing on the diets, I think is the biggest thing. Is if you have found that like lowering carbs works for you and you're saying like this is the way, or lowering fat has worked for me once, so this is the way. It's the fitness industry is arguing with each other on which one is superior when the answer is neither.
Right.
So we need to stop arguing about it. Neither is superior. They all yield the same results,
which is they don't last for 95% of people. Now there are that statistically unique 5% of people that are able to sustain, when they set out on a diet. But if you look at it, it's actually, these statistics would not be acceptable in anything else. Like if you said, I sell cars.
It works every time. You're like, wait a minute.
I don't even, hold on. No, but if you sell cars and you say like 95% of the time this car dies in 5 years, like no one would buy that car from you.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work no matter where else you put it. But in the diet industry, for some reason, this continues to perpetuate. I've been on diets.
Yeah.
Have you been on diets?
Absolutely.
We've all been on diets.
You know what I don't want to say one of the saddest things, but one of the saddest things I think when I think about diets is just that the lifetime of us being on them. You think about just 14, 15 years old. Like I know for me, and I just thought of this right now, I know for me in high school, I went on a water pill to lose water weight before prom. And it wasn't me, it was several of my friends, it wasn't me, it was several of my friends with me had gone on the same thing. And I was thinking back and I'm thinking that's when I was a sophomore, I was on diet back then. What am I, 15 years old? Like these are crazy. So if you think about how many years have we been on diets and like cycling through this vicious cycle of I hate my body, I love my body, I hate my body, I love my body, I'm deprived. We gotta stop this cycle.
Yeah, and it's really, I think the key to stopping the cycle is to make a change that you can absolutely maintain for the rest of your life.